Say it with me, folks. Normal animal plus fantastical feature equals Pokemon. It's the classic Pokemon design formula, and Skiddo is a classical design. It is a fluffy little goat that has a coat of leaves along its back, which, according to the Pokedex, lets it get energy from photosynthesis. It's also got these odd handlebar-like horns that poke up from the top of its head, which seems to point towards their use as riding Pokemon. Now, cute as Skiddo is, I do wish it had a little bit more of a goat-like face. Goats are charismatic animals. Their weird faces could have very fun stylization in the Pokemon style. As it is, though, it just kind of ends up looking like some sort of rodent, honestly, and surely you could do something a little bit more evocative than that. One thing I do quite like, though, is that the color scheme is mostly very standard brown and green grass type fare, but then on the legs you have these bright white socks leading into hooves that are bright fucking orange. Visually, it draws attention to the legs and makes those important in the design, which helps push the idea that they are riding Pokemon, fast creatures that work with their legs. And it almost has sort of the vibe of a racing decal, like the kind of bright, colorful customization that you would see on expensive running shoes or a fast bike or something. Which leads us on to Go-Goat, which is for the most part not changing very much from Skiddo. It keeps the white and orange legs, it keeps the leaf coat, the horns, the color scheme, and all of that. It does change the face substantially. It still looks too rodent-like for my tastes, but with the dark, sharp mask around the eyes and the dramatic bright red eyes in the center of it, it looks way more intense and serious, even verging on dangerous. It very much looks like an animal that you don't want to get in the way of, which is also emphasized by the horns that are long and sharp and sleekly swooping backwards, like the handlebars on a chopper-style motorbike. And oh hey, would you look at that, the tail is flat and raised almost like the backrest of that exact kind of motorcycle as well, with the leaf coat here looking almost like seating. If Skiddo gestured at the idea of being a riding Pokemon, Go-Goat is putting up neon signs and banners that say, "Race me like a motorbike," and especially the white and orange socks now make it look fast. In other words, it looks like a goat that wants to go. But I think what I find most charming about the Skiddo line is that they look down to earth and normal enough that they look like domesticated animals. Like, you can imagine a normal person owning a small herd of these things for milk and wool and domesticated labor or whatever, but it also looks like owning one of these would be magical and a special kind of fantasy fun that doesn't exist in the real world. Like, imagine racing one of these down a dirt road against 3 of your friends on a Sunday. Imagine taking a road trip on a Go-Goat, packing a tent and a sleeping bag, and just going out for an adventure. That specific combination of being both grounded and fantastical, I think that is where the best Pokemon design comes from.